Things can completely change from one moment to another. Tell that to a team that scored a last-minute goal that won them a championship, or someone who blinked and crashed their car, but for the court case concerning Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, there might be just a big swing. A comeback if the newest reports are to be believed. But why is that? Well, for the longest time, the clear winner of the cases and verdicts between the two was Amber Heard, but now, based on the recently revealed body cam footage from LAPD and her testimony on the matter, things might just be swinging against her and jail time may be the result. The body cam footage shows a contradiction, so how can Amber Heard be sent to jail after all the victories she's been getting in court? Simple. Her victories might have just been proven to be based on lies. Heard and her allies have given evidence and testimony in multiple legal cases saying Depp hurled a phone at her face and trashed their penthouse kitchen during the notorious May 2016 brawl. But this tale of broken candelabras, glass thrown on the floor, and red wine sloshes on the walls and carpets are completely at odds with what police remember. 4 different LAPD officers visited the stylish loft-style department in downtown Los Angeles within the space of 2 hours after Heard's pals mistakenly dialed 911 twice. The first 2 cops have given new depositions reiterating that they swept the $1.5 million property but didn't see any injuries, vandalism, or evidence of a crime. Daily Mail obtained brand new body cam footage worn by the second set of LAPD officers when they entered the then-married couple's penthouse that night, and it appears not to show the apartment in disarray at all. The never-before-seen video shows the officers walking through Depp and Heard's home, and they don't appear to spot anything that would raise their eyebrows. Depp's attorney, Adam Waldman, shut down Heard's allegations about that night when he spoke to Daily Mail and said, Amber Heard and her friends described a chaotic, messy crime scene. But the newly released LAPD body cam videos unambiguously show that the penthouse was utterly undamaged and that their testimony was one more grandiose lie. What kind of lie? Well, when both Heard and her supporters went onto the stand, all of them told a very particular rendition of everything. They have a big kitchen island in the middle of the kitchen, and on there's candles and fruit. And glass jars and vases and things like that, and he was just hitting everything with a wine bottle. Just smashing it all off so there was fruit on the floor, and baskets, and glass bottles and flowers. We have huge heavy silver candlesticks, candelabra sticks, those were on the floor, broken baskets of fruit that we had on the kitchen island. There, fruit everywhere. Baskets on the ground, the containers holding the spoons and forks, kitchen utensils, those were spilled. He broke a lot of glass things that left glass on the floor when he walked out into the hallway. You could see wine spilled all over the ground and wine on the walls, and so I knew that at least he had gone through there and was slushing wine everywhere. The LAPD cops who responded to 2 separate calls paint a different picture, however. In fact, new officer testimony stated, and it was then confirmed by the body cam footage that was released recently, that this was not what had actually happened. In fact, the LAPD are seen clearly in the video looking around the penthouse where the alleged blow-up happened, and yet there was no damage. No wine on the walls or on the ground, nothing furthermore. The officers in question said under oath that they talked to Amber Heard and determined that she wasn't the victim of a beating. And while it's true that no one is perfect and nobody can see everything, if the damage was extensive, as Heard claimed they would have seen at least something, and that goes double for any AP that was evident on her person, as are described in her own testimony. But with the LAPD officers and the body cam footage saying otherwise, this means that Heard can be tried for perjury. A source from a German outlet states that the LAPD might honestly be investigating Amber Heard for perjury due to her testimony being at odds with her own testimony. And the released body cam footage, perjury, is an act of lying under oath, usually by those who have something to hide, which is ironic given this case as a whole. So given the severity, how much can she be punished? Some are saying anywhere from 3 to 4 years, and the LAPD are going to take this a bit personally, as Heard has repeatedly, before the body cam footage was released, said that the LAPD was withholding evidence and proof of death being violent. But this body cam footage shows just the opposite. If she's proven to have committed perjury on the stand, then that would mean that just about every piece of testimony across all cases that involve this particular incident which in this case is all of them, is now suspect, and that's very important. Don't forget that Johnny has lost the appeal to the libel case due to Amber Heard's testimony being stated as credible and that there was enough proof of a brawl to indicate that Johnny had done something wrong. Perjury changes all of that. That means that everything else she's claimed about Johnny will need to be taken under further consideration, as her lies now taint the case in a way that makes her seem like the villain instead of the other way around as she's tried to save for so long. If the LAPD does this soon and they're able to prove quickly that she lied under oath, not only will she be arrested and potentially serve jail time, but this case will be wide open for Johnny to win because the court will have no choice. But to say that Amber has been lying this whole time and that the proof she provided could be and probably is fabricated. As for Depp, if you can't tell, this could be a turning point years in the making, and a certain someone named Johnny might finally be seeing a light at the end of this long and dark tunnel. Depp has maintained his innocence throughout and has provided proof that it was Amber Heard abusing him, and yet he keeps losing both in terms of the cases. Like the libel case and the roles that he's lost because studios don't want to associate with him, and yet they'll associate with Amber, who's been shown to be possibly even worse than what Johnny was accused of. But if her perjury charge goes through, then that'll force a lot of people to see just what is really going on and make them turn their views on things around, and maybe, just maybe, Johnny will finally be able to breathe a sigh of relief as people realize he didn't hurt anyone. The internet is lobbying against Heard once again in this social media war that had left people divided. One Twitter user shared a screenshot of a news article reporting on the new development in the case, writing, LAPD has entered the chat of investigating Amber Heard for perjury. To that, many replied along the lines of, she should be in jail and lock her up and throw away the key. The latter was a common sentiment, as another user also tweeted, this crazy witch needs locked up seriously. Another claimed, she looks like an abuser to me. Nothing beautiful about her. She's a vile, nasty person for abusing her ex-husband for years. Yet people only see a beautiful face and won't look past that to what she has really done and is really capable of. One user simply celebrated the possibility that Amber Heard could face 3 years in jail, saying, I couldn't be happier. So yeah, clearly they've picked a side and you can't blame them, given all that has both gone down and how Johnny has been repeatedly beaten down by these various attacks by Heard saying that he's a liar, and yet she keeps getting proven to be the one who deceived people. So there you have it, everyone. A look at how Amber Heard went from not doing anything wrong to possibly facing jail time for perjury. Can you believe how quickly this turned around via one piece of evidence? But now I want to know your thoughts. Do you think Amber will be able to come out on top once again? Or will she actually take the fall this time? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and until next time.